Hey, this is Chris with Rekkid Talk, and this is going to be another episode of 5 Records in 5 Minutes, and this is a rare second take. I botched the first take so badly that I've decided to make a second take, so we're going to talk about records from 1995, 30 years ago. Of course, we're really talking about CDs, so grunge, and punge are turning into post-grunge and pop-punk and all that sort of stuff. I'm going with records from female artists, or at least bands led by a female singer. And so the first one we're going to show you straight out of Rhode Island. We've got Belly with their second record, King, of course, led by Tanya Donnelly on vocals and guitar, Gail fucking Greenwood on bass, Gorham Brothers as well. And you got great songs like Super Connected and The Bees. This wasn't as popular as Star. It's the one record that I'm going to show today that I have on vinyl. I bought this from Robert Fithen, and this was an original copy from the 1990s. This one happens to be on white vinyl, which I've mentioned is my least favorite color of vinyl. It's not the recent Record Store Day reissue of it. I think he might have gotten it from as a radio promotion. I don't remember that for sure. It's not marked as a promo. And so, of course, talking about second albums, we've got Bjork here with Post. I kind of like Debut from a couple years earlier a little bit more, but you got Post as well. I saw Bjork live around this time as well when I was living near the Denver area. Army of Me, and It's Oh So Quiet, and Joy. And so Bjork was putting out stuff back in 1995. Then we've got Elastica. And so this is sort of like you got your Justine Frischmann and the other Britpop sort of people. I thought they were going to make it and be really big, but of course I think they had a lot of problems with drugs, and they never really... think they may have had one other album, but this is really pretty much about it for them. Connection's a great song, Car Song, 2-1, Stutter. This is really a banger. This might actually be, of the albums I'm going to show today, might be my favorite of the albums, although I think Bjork certainly got a better discography. I think there's more with Tanya Donnelly with not just Belly, but Throwing Muses and her solo career. Elastica is really a one and done sort of group. And of course, blending Scotland and America, you have Garbage. So of course you've got Shirley Manson, the Scottish lass on vocals with Butch Vig and these other American guys in the band. And she's making creepy faces and stuff. And of course, she was Only Happy When It Rains. I think this is their debut, because I know they had something called Garbage 2.0, which I'm pretty sure came out a couple years later. So you've got Garbage. This is the only Garbage record I own. Showing you the only Elastica record I own. Belly and Bjork, as I did not show you all of what I own by those groups. But of course, we've got this. And then finally, massive albums from 1995. I'm not going to show you my favorite album from 1995. I think I could show you No Doubt as well. I'm not saying that's my favorite. I'm pretty sure it was 1995. But no, I went with... Alanis Morissette and her Jagged Little Pill. This is the only Alanis Morissette product that I own. So, of course, you've got her ode to her crappy relationship with Uncle Jesse from Full House. You Ought to Know. Going Down on You in a Theater. And Hand in Pocket. And some of these other songs that I heard a lot. I'm not even sure. At some point I picked this up used, and I still have, and of course it sold a zillion copies, but I would say it's actually the least favorite of the 5 I showed.